Hi, I'm Angela. We're back on the Keeping Your Legs Closed show. Mike and I are back.
Yeah.
Somehow we got disconnected on our last show, last episode, but we're here because we were talking about, you said in the 70s when the women's lib came out.
Yes, right.
Now you saying what did
burning bras, equal ERA, Equal Rights Amendment. Now, all these organizations and women started to climb the ladder.
What did that mean, that a man's supposed to ride my back? You mean to tell me that I'm supposed to take him, throw him and piggyback him up on my back while I got the kids on my back? Now I'm gonna throw you up there too? Come on.
No, the whole point is
and let you move in my house because I'm independent?
So then what you're saying is you shouldn't. So every man, let's say every man that's making the same as you or more than you, and they're all taken. So then a woman should not be happy because a man makes less than her and he's not able to bring her in. Why can't she bring him in and they do things together?
Well, I think she need to wait. I think they need to wait until he could get himself up.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm going to help you, where were you living? Where? In your own place, and you wanted to come in my house, or were you with your sister or your mom?
Oh, right. But the whole point is, if you want to bring somebody in, you should be talking about, like you're saying, long-term marriage down the road or whatever, and do it together. But not everything has to be, oh, you gotta be making the same as I do. That's not fair.
Well, no, that's not fair. I don't agree with that.
Right.
I don't agree with I'm not saying that I don't agree with it.
Now we can even go to the rich folk, like the talk show host that just went off the air last year or whatever.
Who?
And her man that lived in the house, the biggest black woman talk show host.
Okay, yeah,
Right. Her man wasn't making as much money as her.
And she had him in the house.
Yeah, he lived with her, and they wasn't even married. They still ain't married.
But you can't come in here. I'm gonna tell you, not in my house.
But you know what? One thing they have is togetherness. Regardless, it can't be about money. Because you know what?
No, it can't.
No, because
Mike,
what's
I
the
didn't
main
say
thing?
it was about money. It's not. I never said it, and I'm not going to judge that lady who you talking about or anybody else who has anyone living and shacking up in the house.
Now, suppose this man that you're saying not moving in or whatever. Let's say he is living with his mom. Let's say he is living with his sister or another relative.
But I love him so much, I want him in here so I can see what he's doing. Me and him, we gonna
let's say he has no purpose. He has no reason to be out on his own. Let's say he's taking a room in his sister's house. Maybe her kids moved away and went to college or whatever. He's taking a room there. Maybe he's taking a room there because
you can rent a room.
No, he don't want to be alone.
Where's his room at? Where's his room?
And let's say he got his own room.
Okay.
In there. He's paying her rent or whatever, but he doesn't want to be alone out there.
Okay, but he in a room in her house. He's in the room. And renting a room from her?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess. Listen, Mike, you know what? Who am I to say? I'm only going on Angela, boo. Okay? Right. Angela says no.
Right.
I don't know. I think I'm going to say it because, listen, remember Mike said that we got to go and have a checklist?
Right.
It's going to have to come a point in time where you're going to have to stand up to that checklist.
But the checklist is you got to see reason why he is where he's at. Maybe he's a person that can't maintain a home by himself. Maybe mama didn't teach him how to cook or nothing like that. So maybe he's living with his sister because she can cook for him, help him out. Stuff like that. Maybe, you know, or he's
get your money together, bro.
Maybe he's
family oriented. You better go out and learn how to go out to eat.
Maybe he's family oriented. Maybe he does do that.
He sure better.
But would you rather live with a stranger in a room, in an apartment that somebody's renting you a room, where all your stuff can be gone, or would you rather live with your family? Somebody that you can trust.
Okay, well, who said you could trust a family? Because I know a lot of crackheads in these families.
Yeah, but you see, like myself. I used to live with my sister.
Right.
I had my own room.
All right.
In her house or whatever. I did my own.
In other words, you're trying to say, so then once you find a woman, if you have found a woman, a good woman,
then you move off.
Move where? Where you
move
moving?
Off. I'm going to give it to you Christians. What do you say? A man leaves his family and then cleaves with his wife, right?
Yeah, he going to cleave with her?
He leaves his family and then he cleaves. He leaves his family.
Yeah, he's leaving his family.
Now, he's leaving then.
Yeah.
He don't have to leave right away. Just like a sister.
He's going to get with us Christians and talk about that man leaving. This man is too slick in here today.
What about women? What about women who's living with her family? It's the same way.
Yeah, but you're going to... Do you remember we get in Bible? Do you remember when Abraham went and got his wife, or what was Abraham's son, went Isaac, and Isaac sent one of his servants out to get the wife and said to Rebecca, her family, listen, I got this, I got that, I got this, and I got that. I can afford to take care of you. Would you come with me? Would you come with me? And went and told her parents, I want your daughter. I want to take your daughter with me. You understand what I'm saying?
But
and I can afford to take care of
it. What her family made him do? He had to live with her family.
He did. Listen, he chose
7 years to get to her.
He worked. This was a working, but he wasn't able to touch that woman.
Yeah,
he wasn't able to have intercourse with that woman. Neither one of those daughters.
Right.
He didn't have intercourse. He worked and he earned his keep.
Right, but
you're gonna work, boo.
Yeah.
You're gonna work. We're gonna make sure you can take care of it.
But what I'm saying is, suppose the guy is working. That's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. He's working. He's paying rent. Let's say, I mean, you got to think about it.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me just tell you, Mike.
Right now, in the NBA for the New York Knicks, there's a Asian guy. I'm not gonna name his name. Asian guy who's
okay,
playing.
well, I'm gonna name it.
And
no,
you know what?
No,
he lives on his brother's couch. And he's one of the best point guards right now in the NBA.
Yeah, but he ain't got no woman living on that couch with him.
No.
Don't bring her in here.
But the
you
whole
don't want that.
is,
you got to go out and get your own.
He's living on his brother's couch.
Every man needs to have their own, Mike. Don't encourage these men out here that
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he shouldn't come to the table with anything. But where he's living at shouldn't be the problem.
And you know what? I want to say this here, Mike. Honest to God, let me pipe you down a little bit.
I'm just saying.
No, men and women live together every single day, and a lot of them can get along that way. I'm telling you now. I've seen it, and I've done it. You know, it doesn't work for me. I'm just saying for me, it doesn't work, and I'm against it because I feel like me and you, we're gonna have to do better than that. I need a man that has his own. You need to have your own place. I need to see that you're independent, that I don't have to pick you up and carry you on my back. I can't take care of you. I don't need you in my house. I got my children. My kids are never going to accept you. That's number one. Understand me? My children are going to have to know that you're able to take care of your own self. And then if necessary, have to take care of me. Women's lib, I'm taking care of my own self. I'm able now. I'm speaking for a lot of black women. I know I am. We are taking care of ourselves. And now all of a sudden we got this coon in our house that, you know.
And you see, that's why they leave also.
Why do they leave?
Because a woman saying things like that.
Saying things like what?
Mine.
Well, they say, who else is was it before you?
Mine.
Excuse me,
now,
sir, but before you got there, who was holding it down?
Now, when a dude does that, he's what? He's selfish. He's a male chauvinist.
He ain't no male chauvinist, because you know why? He has his own, and what he should have. Understand me? And he said, baby, I have my own place. You know, would you like to come over for dinner? Can I cook you anything? And if she ever falls down on her luck or whatever it is, he's able to support her.
Okay.
Who wants a man that
so wait a minute. And if he falls down on his luck, he's...
I'm going to support you too. Once I've seen that you know, have been there for me. Mike, I'm just saying, listen, I'm telling you, I'm speaking for a lot of black women. These black women, anybody, 718. What's the number? 737-1723. Call us if you have a comment or anything you would like to add to this. Excuse me. And I want to say one more thing before we come off the air. Internet dating. A lot of women now, I want to say two things. Desperation, loneliness. We didn't even touch on that yet. A lot of men are lonely. A lot of women are lonely, and they have a tendency to hook up for that reason.
If it works for you,
kids too.
If it works for you, do it.
What's that?
Internet dating.
Oh, well, internet dating, if it worked for you, yeah. Because, I mean, a lot of people... You know, did you hear on the news recently? Oh my God, I'm Whitney Houston. But speaking of news, but I'm saying, did you hear on the news a couple of days ago? I think it was this morning. I was out to breakfast myself, having breakfast with a friend of mine, and it came across the news that they were saying so many people are just lying, telling lies about themselves on the internet, and you know, they sending pictures across of someone who's cute, green eyes, blue eyes, color of their hair, and it's not them.
Right.
When you and I've dated online before too. I actually dated online.
But dating online is the same thing as walking down the street and you run into somebody. Or the same thing as you go to a new church and you meet the guy in there.
Yeah. Go ahead on, because I know you're going to get in it. Go on with the church. Go ahead. Because you know
they corrupt everywhere.
Of course, when you know I spoke about the people, and I think you might know who I'm talking about too, that they kicked their butt over there in that church. And they had the carryings on going over there, and that man, a lot of people know him. He curses like a sailor up in the church anyway, and a lot of people have talked about it. But so you know, the church gets a bad rap sometimes, but not you, Jesus. God is a good God. He'll do what He said He's gonna do. He keep His word, and He's just, and He's.
But fellas,
that's true. But yeah.
My last words to you is, if she gonna keep talking about mine, run.
And if he want to talk about coming and moving up in your place, miss, please take your time before you let him in there. Because as Mike did say yesterday, sometimes you can bring people around your children.